Cowboy Carter, time to strike a match and light up this juke joint.
One by one, you hang them high. Your hands are steady and you sleep at night. How did you turn your heart to stone? I don't want back, I can't let go. Hangman, answer me now. You owe me a debt, you stole him from me. I hated you once, I envy you now. Just tell me how, tell me how.
She got that water, Hangman got that water. Don't act like you don't know. Giddy up, don't pay me in gold. Giddy up, back outside, I'm on the road. Giddy up, when the sun goes down. Now you're back, I can hear her body howl. I feel her eyeing me like, oh, I need your man when a hangman coming down. She's a tyrant, every time I ride it, every time I ride it, make it look so good, try to justify it. Oh, you know they looking for me, how we gonna hide it? Riding like hydraulics, I am such a tyrant. Every time I ride it, every time I ride it, I don't like to sit up in the saddle, boy, I got it. Just relax, I got this, I got that exotic, so hypnotic. I am such a type. Send me some shots. Are you with me or not? Throw it back, shoot up the bar. Tell her we don't remember none after that. Stop. Oh, city after me. Never seen a 5'9" you can find what a tragedy. Hey, riding you while we tryna get away. Riding you while we tryna catch a wave. That's so sexy and I know it, and I ain't afraid to show it. Baby, I'm goated, baby, I'm glowing. Hey, on the run. Shoulder when you reload the gun, tyrant. Every time I ride it, every time I ride it, make it look so good, try to justify it. Oh, you know they're looking for me, how we gonna hide it? Riding like hydraulics, I am such a tyrant. Did you get used to the haunting? The wailing, the missing, the wanting. Try hard to send me across the divide.
Not too long ago, I was quite the professional. My friends and I, we were the
She got that
creme
water, Hangman got that water. Don't act like you don't know. Giddy up, don't pay me in gold. Giddy up, back outside, I'm on the road. Giddy up, when the sun goes down. Giddy up, you can hear this body howl. Giddy up, dig it don't. Dig it that again, leave me alone. Damn if I do, damn it if I don't. Lady with a whip, walk what you wanna want. Okay, tyrant, every time I ride it, every time I ride it, make it look so good, covers justify it. Oh, you know they looking for me, how we gonna hide it? Riding like hydraulics, I am such a tyrant. Every time I ride it, every time I ride it, baby, I'm just so set up in the saddle, boy, I got it. Just relax, I got this, I got that exotic. His hips so hypnotic, I am such a tyrant.
And tell me now, you owe me a debt. You stole him from me. I hated you once, I envy you now. Just tell me how, tell me how. Giddy up.
Yeah. Any more subordinates?
One woman will stop at nothing until she gets revenge. Kill Bill is the exciting movie by Quentin Tarantino, featuring Uma Thurman as an assassin coming to take what's hers. Dealing with a cowboy, baby. I'm nothing but a cowboy, baby. A crooked cowboy from the west, destruction. Cowgirl from the west. You stop at nothing until she gets what she wants. Oh yeah, we're right back up on this. Today we shall be looking at men of action, starting with the one and only Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is a Hollywood legend, icon, and all-out man of action. He gained recognition in the 70s for writing, producing, and starring in Rocky, a movie for which he famously agreed to take a pay cut in exchange for a starring role as the title character in the film. The studio gambled on Sly and gave him the chance of his life. It was the best decision of their lives as the film won the main prize, an Academy Award for Best Picture at the Oscars. This was only the beginning of a beautiful friendship between action junkie Sylvester Stallone and the world. Rocky was a very successful film spawning several sequels, each of them more exciting than the other. On came 1982, and Sylvester Stallone exchanged boxing gloves for something bigger. What's that? A machine gun. Sly's performance in Rambo First Blood is often regarded as one of the greatest action showpieces of all time. If you go through town, you'll find traders selling carrier bags with the iconic Rambo emblem on them, a scarred muscle man holding an expensive machine gun. Brrr. Growing up, I absolutely idolized this man. He was everything I had ever dreamed of. A serial badass who takes no shit from anyone. Exactly what the 80s doctors ordered for the children. Often our play fights in the garden was sponsored by Hollywood, complete with shootouts. Pew 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 pew, I'm gonna get you, and helicopter bullets. Straight out of a Rambo movie. To this day, the Rambo series is still considered one of the greatest ever, starring Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo. In First Blood, John Rambo plays a Vietnam vet rejected by society's breath. Get out of here, you baby-killing savage. Often onlookers would ravage at Rambo with any attack that could cause him enough emotional damage to cause him to lash out at them. Emotional damage. Rocky, get out of here, we don't like you. Emotional damage. Unfortunately for them, Rambo was cool and not aggressive. Would run away before more people get too excited. Why I ought to break your face, but I'm not, because I'm cool and calm. Truth is, Rambo is far from average. He's neither homeless or a drug dealing drifter like the officer he meets makes a suggestion of. Really, then what is he? Well, Rambo, just like, okay, this is awkward. Like other heroes in other films that I have reviewed, is a secret agent working for the government. Really? You don't say. I think you've had a long day. The American wrong events is becoming your thing. No. I'm serious. No kidding. Consider this thing. After the events of the first film, surely Rambo would have been tried for multiple murders against police officers. Well, he is stupid. Destroy him in court. Well, yes, but then something that is very curious happens. Which is what? He's given a presidential pardon. Unconditionally helps Vietnam veterans escape a war-riddled land. Of course, this is no picnic in Las Vegas with two lasses you want to get with. But it's a form of promotion considering that Rambo is an army man who ravels at a chance to be violent. Roses are red. Violent men are also red with vengeance. Okay, I believe you. He's a secret agent. Okay, so in part 1, titled First Blood, Rambo is recruited by the Secret Service to do some investigation at a spooky police office. A place where lawlessness has run rapid, causing many citizens to face endangerment. The corrupt police service are almost completely unaware of their inept actions. We can do whatever we want, we're the kings. They have made the full transition to villainy and now mistake bad judgment to be ordinary forms of punishment administered to lawbreakers. When the police chief meets John Rambo, he already knows all about him. Rambo was known to be a drug-dealing drifter pretending to be an officer of the law, like he's not an officer of the law. Please, that guy couldn't even arrest his own need for blow. Well, try him and you end up with a bloody nose faster than you can say, police, stop, don't go. Rambo is a calculated monster, ready to kill when questioned by unreasonable gentlemen. His regalia is merely a disguise. Hidden underneath the dirty green hoodie is a spy camera watching everything and everyone in the city. I see everything that you're doing. You guys are all garbage. Rambo first arrives to visit a dead friend, a guy who earlier double-crossed him. He receives the news that his friend is dead. We show, he's dead? Oh, but really this was just an act. He knew he was dead. Rambo is aware but uses the visit as a cover for his covert operation to uncover something that spells danger. Initially, Rambo is as peaceful as the sea, floating towards a lonely destiny. His peace and Buddha type mantras are disturbed by a gun-wielding policeman who pulls up close to Rambo and asks the following questions. What are you doing here, son? We don't allow no drifters in town. The minute the police officer confronts him, Rambo is impulsive, resulting to explain himself at a pace that is rapid. I don't want no trouble, officer. I just want to get something to eat. There's a diner across the street. Give me your attention, I'll leave. No, I want you gone this instant. In fact, let me give you a royal police escort, okay? The police officer drives Rambo up north to the exit of the town district. Rambo gets out of the car after being ridiculed and insulted. Against the police officer's orders, he walks back into town, refusing to go north. At this point, the police officer knew that Rambo had effed up. You dare to go against the man of the law? I'm placing you under arrest. And so Rambo is locked up for presumably what should have been 35 days. This experience in a police station is far from Disneyland. It's hell on earth. Whenever they ask him questions and he's quick to answer, they beat him up several times. But don't talk to me. This form of police brutality is in fact a form of vengeance for Rambo's previous actions. Really now, but what did Rambo do? Nothing except ridicule police departments by being the youngest soldier who was able to execute extremely complex orders. He's a hero cop. We don't like them. Rambo is famous for being a war veteran and hero cop. They know his lot of investigating the plot, and so like any other crooked cops, they use their entitlement and lack of good judgment to punish him. The brutality of their torture forces Rambo to retaliate against the bad man. Quick as silver, Rambo disarms the hapless soldiers. He beats them all up before escaping the police precinct. He finds a motorbike and uses it in his fight to escape the sight of the head police chief. The chief, knowing that John Rambo is going to snitch on him, becomes increasingly frightened. We need to get a hold of him. He sends the entire police department against Rambo, but Rambo is an expert in guerrilla warfare. Armed to the teeth with natural weapons, Rambo flees into the dusk. The mountaintops become like a holiday resort for him. In case any one of the men want to test him, Rambo is ready for them. Many gunfights ensue between the police and the fugitive below. They keep coming by the scores, but Rambo keeps beating them all. In the climactic ending, there's a brawl. First of all, Rambo shoots down on the lights so that there is darkness and he can fight. The crooked police chief confronts Rambo with a shotgun. He's ready to kill him, but at this point Rambo has already won. Guilt-ridden by the whole thing, the police chief lets Rambo win. Rambo is then shown speaking to the man who helped him become a monster in the army, his mentor. At this point, the man is trying to kill Rambo using his own guilty conscience. Psychological warfare. Look what you did, Rambo. You are a bad man. No, I'm not. I'm a good man. I'm just conflicted in my actions. They killed my friend. After giving a fake speech about Vietnam and how it affected him, Rambo embraces his mentor by hugging him. He then walks out not as a free man, but one with handcuffs on him. John Rambo is arrested for his actions, but he shall return very soon. The film was quite confusing because of the premise. In the novel, Rambo dies in a shootout, but in the film version, he escapes and he goes to prison before being recalled by the president to help him in the war fight. This would later serve as inspiration for films like The Suicide Squad, where prisoners are given a chance to reform by joining the army. Well, the truth is Rambo did not die in part 1, not in the novel, not even in the film. He's like a synthetic human being, a robot, so he can't really die easily. The film received great critical acclaim with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 86%. Rambo is definitely perfect. Its use of plot direction that features a one-man gunman fighting crooked cops has become a major plot in many films like John Wick and even films by Jean-Claude Van Damme like Hard Target. In contrast to what was done in movies that were higher budget, Sylvester Stallone chose to be less stylish and more barbaric in his approach to action. This echoed a sense of realism that rivaled any modern comic book film. Everything is so fancy these days, but that's what sells, okay? Jordan Andrew J.J. Perry is a man that is legendary in the world of movies. He's a well-renowned stuntman who has worked with the likes of Jet Li and Jackie Chan. In 2004, he won the award for Stuntman of the Year. His acclaim soon rose again and again. Perry has appeared as stunt double for action legends like John Travolta in Be Cool. He also did some work with Vin Diesel in Triple X. J.J. Perry made his film directorial debut with the film Day Shift, starring Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco, Snoop Dogg, Megan Good, and the legendary martial arts man Scott Adkins. In this film that's full of comedic action, Jamie Foxx plays a pool cleaner by day and vampire hunter by the night. The film, despite its hilarious takes, did not sit well with critics. They just didn't really like it. But I thought it was amazing.
Money. Vampire hunting is a business. Cut necks and cash your checks. Well, things have changed since you got your ass kicked out the union.
If I don't come up with 10K, my wife and my daughter are gonna move to Florida.
Hi, Dad. You're late again.
And the union is the only place that could give me that kind of money.
Your record is chock full of incidents. But he's a new man. One last chance. This is your final warning.
Let's get cracking.
Vampires just tried to kill me. Now I just pissed my favorite fucking
Hey, everybody pisses himself the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I didn't. But listen, you did. You know what I see when I see a vamp? Big old dollar sign. Hey, don't you puke in here.
I swallowed it.
Locked and loaded. Doggy dog in the motherfucking.
Vampires. They live amongst us. And all they are is murderers. Does not eclipse, new moon, breaking dawn, point one. It ain't like that, all right?
Why do you know the names to all the specific Twilight films?
What?
And what's your gripe with Breaking Dawn Part 2? It's the exciting conclusion of the whole Twilight saga.
Welcome to the day shift, motherfucker.
Works every time.
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Due to the poor performance of Day Shift, Perry decided to try again. Next up, Perry worked on a film called The Killer's Game, starring Dave Bautista, Terry Crews, Scott Adkins, and more. It's an action comedy galore set in the world of John Wick. A killer decides he's done with his job as a hitman. He wants to get married real quick, so in order to get out of his killer contract with his mob bosses, he does the unthinkable, which is put a hit on himself, setting the bounty at 100,000, easy for anyone who wants to kill him. But why would he do that? Well, his honeymoon hasn't been easy. Since he has gotten married, he believes the mob want him dead and buried for marrying a woman his bosses really cherish. So to get out of his deadly contract, he decides to kill every one of them using an assortment of weapons, from guns to knives in his kitchen. The Killer's Game, despite not getting great critical acclaim, is often regarded as one of the finest modern action films post John Wick. It's sadistic, it's bloody, violent, yet also very funny. Bautista tends to shine when his sense of humor adds a certain punchline to the whole film's antics. In Guardians of the Galaxy, we see Bautista play a lovable yet deadly character called Drax. Drax has the comedic punch that we just weren't expecting. In making that film, we saw Bautista in a whole new direction, a comic book villain who wants redemption. This often is also the theme for many of his other films. It's different from the sadistic man that we see in Dune, but it does offer a comforting tune. Dave Bautista is the new man of action whose tone is often serious, but also that of a malfunctioning man on the brink of breaking down due to the pressure of his work endeavors. In 2025, Dave Bautista reunited with his best friend and director Jordan Andrew J.J. Perry to make a film full of great action and a fine little plot twist at the end. Afterburn, starring Dave Bautista and highly acclaimed actor Samuel L. Jackson, came and gave me plenty to learn. Set in the future, the world is suffering great terror after an alien invasion left everyone scared. All the world's governments have been driven into hiding by mysterious terrorist organizations working with the aliens. Dave Bautista plays a secret agent hell-bent on denuclearization of the aliens. He poses as a treasure hunter working for the government when actually he is investigating them on their missions.
We lost our humanity.
He's hunting for secrets. And they have secret experiments with biological weapons that could destroy the Earth. Oh no. After failed attempts to flee from the mob, Bautista is threatened by them. Before he can leave and finally be happy and build a family, he is threatened into taking one last job for them. Bautista must travel to France, not to learn the language, but to do something savage. Which is what exactly? Well, he has to steal their nuclear weapons, then send them back to the American government. The job won't be easy, believe me. His adversaries are more than worthy. He has an accomplice, an ex-girlfriend who often double-crosses him and tries to kill him. But then there's just the War of Roses, ain't it? Maybe not, I'm not sure. I dealt with toxic relationships a lot in the past. Anyway, so the two must overcome their differences in the push to save the world from total destruction. The film, despite being a mid-budget, serves a heck of a punch with its comedic violence and action. Wow, that guy's face just got... When a cowboy rolls into town, trouble starts for him. When a cowboy rolls into town, it's time to save the world again. It's time to save the world again.
Oh, damn. We lost our humanity. You saw what people did to the world burn. They became. If we're to rebuild, we have to hold on to every masterpiece of human achievement. Jake, you have a gift for acquiring treasures.
And what would I be hunting down this time?
Mona,
The Mona Lisa?
in all her motherfucking glory.
There's nothing there but disease and warlords. Yeah, this is definitely a bad idea.
The world is a gladiatorial arena. A worthy opponent is hard to find.
I could have taken that guy.
You're welcome.
We just flew into a war zone. Jumped out of a plane for the first time. What's going on that everybody's willing to die for?
We want our world back, Jake, from these agents of chaos.
We got work to do. How many tanks does this guy have?
Time to save the world again. It's time to save the world again. After burn, after burn. The beginning of a rocky friendship.